Our learning goal today is I can tell if an event is likely or unlikely to happen. Hi again. We're talking about probability words again. Do you remember yesterday? We talked about certain, which means something's definitely going to happen. So some things that are certain are that you are in grade 1 right now. It's certain that every day the sun will rise. Or we're also certain that if we have 2 things and add 2 more things, we're going to have 4 things. And the other word we talked about, if you remember, was impossible. And that word means something that's never going to happen. So an example might be that a shark is going to grow wings and fly tomorrow. Or that today your teacher is going to turn into a cat. Those are things that we would say are impossible. Those were the 2 words from last day. Today I have 2 new words for you. There are a lot of things that we don't know if they're impossible or if they're certain. They're kind of somewhere in between. And we have 2 words for those. We say likely for the things that are probably going to happen. They're likely, but we're not sure. And then we use unlikely for things that probably aren't going to happen, but we're not also sure. I drew for you here this, and you can see here I have certain on the S side. It's definitely going to happen. All the way over here on this side is impossible. So the first word, likely, is kind of like it's closer to certain. Like we think it's probably going to happen. And another new word, unlikely, is our one that's kind of closer to impossible. We don't really think it will happen, but it could happen. I'm going to give you some examples now. Let's see if you can try and figure it out. I'm going to start with, I will see a kangaroo today. Which one? Do you think that's likely or unlikely? So I would say it's unlikely. Unless you're watching a show about a kangaroo or you happen to go to a zoo, you're probably not going to see a kangaroo today. So it's unlikely, but it's not impossible. I will drink water today. What do you think? Is that likely or unlikely? So I'm going to say it's likely for me. I drink water every day. It's very likely I'll drink water. It's not 100% sure. It's possible I'll forget today, but it's likely I'll drink water. I will see a car drive by. So I drew window, drive by my window. Do you think that's something that'll probably happen today or not happen? And that depends on where you live. Where I live close to a street, so I would say it's likely. It is likely I would see a car drive by my window today. Oh, here's one, I wonder. I will have pizza for dinner. So that depends a lot on your family. For me, I like to have pizza on Fridays. Is today Friday? No, it's not Friday. So it's more unlikely for me. But your family, maybe it is likely you'll have pizza for dinner. A lot of these will change depending on the person. Oh, here's one. It says, I will go shopping this afternoon. And for me, this is unlikely now because a lot of our stores are closed. So it's not too likely we'll go shopping, but it's possible you might need to go shopping. It will snow today. Oh, I don't know the weather this week. I'm going to say it's unlikely because it looks sunny outside. But I could be wrong. If you're watching this on a different day, it could be likely. Here's another one. It says, Ms. Egley will win a big prize. Because I got a gift of one of the tickets that you scratch to win a prize on. And that one, boys and girls, is unlikely. Because you don't win that often on these. A lot of games you don't win all the time on, so it's unlikely. Last one. I will smile today. What do you think? I'm going to say it's likely. I hope it's likely for everyone. I hope that you're smiling at least once a day. Today's job is going to be to find a paper and to write likely and to write unlikely and then leave some space to draw some pictures beside. It's pretty likely I will smile today, so I added I will smile to the likely side. If you have a pet, it's pretty likely that they will drink water today, because they drink water most days. We don't see shooting stars that often, so that's why I added I will see a shooting star today to the unlikely side. Is it likely I'll find a treasure today? Not really, but it's not impossible, it's just unlikely. It's your turn now. Find something to write on and write the words likely and unlikely, and then draw pictures beside them of situations that are likely and unlikely for you today.